Spaulding Rehabilitation Hospital is recognized as one of the top rehabilitation hospitals in the country, achieving a rank of #2 in the 2018 U.S. News & World Report America's Best Hospitals issue. Its 4 inpatient facilities and 25 outpatient centers around New England are also an industry leader in treating sports injury and improving athlete conditioning. Using the latest in advanced research and innovative technology, Spaulding works with athletes at all levels to promote full recovery as well as improve performance. On this episode of the Celebrity Spotlight series, we'll meet the people at Spaulding, many of them accomplished athletes themselves, who are making a difference in helping others to reach their full potential. Dr. Adam Tenforde is one of those athletes. A former All-American long-distance runner at Stanford, Adam now heads up the Spaulding National Running Center located on the campus of Spaulding Hospital in Cambridge.
I was part of a team that won 3 national championships during my time. Unfortunately, it was not all smooth sailing. The first few years ran into issues with injury and overtraining, and so it took a while for me to regain the confidence to be a successful runner. And fortunately, I was able to navigate that process. I ultimately decided to go to medical school and was very fortunate to have those previous experiences through dealing with injuries to inform my medical practice.
Adam's running injuries affected his life in another way. While rehabilitating, he met his wife, a former Olympian and one of the greatest runners to ever attend Yale University.
Her maiden name is Kate O'Neill. She was a very successful runner, finished 3rd at the Olympic trials and qualified for the Olympic team in 2004 in Athens in the 10,000 meters. She also was very successful in the marathon, finishing 3rd in her debut marathon at Chicago.
Both Adam and Kate are now part of the running community in the Boston area.
My current practice is focused on running injuries in athletes, particularly long-distance runners, to get people back out into the sport faster, and also a goal to prevent these injuries.
Recently, Adam has been working with another All-American from Yale. James Randon just recently finished his 4 years in New Haven, establishing several records, including becoming the first Bulldog to run the mile in under 4 minutes.
Everyone who tangibly runs a mile at some point in their life, they understand what it means to want to break 4 minutes. I've kind of bounced around. I've run distances shorter than that. I've run 5Ks and 10Ks, so distances longer than that. But the mile is definitely a distance that I have specialized in.
Randon is now running professionally for Saucony, but some lingering injuries have brought him to the Spaulding National Running Center.
I got stress fractures in 3 different spots in my pelvis. And it's not even to say that it was particularly painful, because I think I'd done such a good job of kind of keeping everything just fine enough where I felt comfortable in runs, but then I'd have all these different aches and pains, and I had to get a number of MRIs. I actually thought I had a stress fracture in my femoral neck, which is on the outside of your hip, but it ended up being a way deeper problem.
One of the common issues that I'll run into in terms of misperceptions on running injuries is that it's all about volume. So they'll assume they did something wrong with their training, or maybe they picked out the wrong pair of shoes. While those factors can be important, I think there are oftentimes other factors about nutrition, about strength and flexibility, and other parameters that are sometimes missed by the athlete.
They did a really good job of kind of sitting me down and figuring out why this one issue might happen. And there was a certain time period where I was supposed to wait to recover, and waited it out, and I did everything I was supposed to do initially, but it just wasn't quite healing, and it really required both Lindsay and Dr. Tenforde working with each other and working with me to really kind of build up what's going to be the correct thing to push forward.
We have a lot of unique services here at Spaulding Cambridge. For example, we have an anti-gravity treadmill that allows us to adjust body weight. We also have access to ultrasound to look for the injury a little bit more dynamically than an MRI or an X-ray might. With the elite athlete, I can speak firsthand to the challenges of being injured while you're a sponsored athlete. You always wanted to have seen the doctor yesterday, to have had the diagnostic imaging a week ago, and to be running pain-free a month ago. And so the reality is I want to get that athlete back out there as quickly as possible, because I realize that their livelihood and their athletic career is so precious. It can be shortened by injury, and I don't want individuals to have those types of barriers getting in the way of being successful and enjoying the sport.
Obviously, it's been a long road back for me, but I'm definitely feeling very healthy. And Dr. Tenforde, having both the experience of being a very successful runner in his own right and gone through the injury process, it's been invaluable. I mean, I had the utmost trust in him, and he's he's got me back this far, and it's really exciting.
When we come back, the Celebrity Spotlight Series will look at the world of adaptive sports and meet a Boston Marathon champion who's also a pioneer in physical medicine and rehabilitation.